Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Ian from Gun Gamers, and today I'm joined by
the hand model, Cory.
Thank you, Cory. Today,
I got you. You left first.
Today we're doing a review on the Maple Armouries Vanguard. It's a AEG that they've had out for a little while, but I've done some extensive testing on it recently and before the Rona. So, starting off, as you can see, it's pretty much just a copy of a Mark 18. I've added a couple of things myself to it. I replaced the stock crane stock with a PTS enhanced polymer stock. I've got a Tango Down stubby foregrip on it, got an EOTech, a Steiner D-ball, and a Surefire 600 Scout Light. And other than that, stock, it'll come with your standard A2 pistol grip. It'll come with a crane stock and a pair of flip-up Mark 18 style iron sights. Out of the box as well, it will come with a standard inline MOSFET as its trigger system. Standard, I want to say 18 to 1 gear. Actually, no, excuse me, 13 to 1 gears, a 22 TPA motor. It's actually a very impressive data sheet that they have on their website for the internals of this gun. Its claim to fame is it's kind of one of those few guns on the market where you can call it upgraded out of the box. It's got an impressive parts list as a whole, and it's got the performance to prove it. I've taken this out probably 6 or 7 times to various events or games that we've gone to or hee-haws where it's performed admirably. I mean, I've been shooting 200 feet with threes at 1.5 joules. Cory's used it a bit himself, and our buddy Lutz has used it, and they've had nothing but good things to say about it.
It's incredible. This is the sort of AEG you pick up and you wish you owned.
Yeah.
And like I'm running like old stock G&Ps for impressions that I'm doing, and this just blows it out of the water. It feels like an HPA gun. It shoots like an HPA gun, just with better consistency.
I would say that the best way to describe it is it's a very consistent Titan build almost, and that does come from the fact that out of the box, if you choose the option on the Maple Airsoft Supply website, it comes with a Jeftron Leviathan, which is sort of Jeftron's competitor to the Titan MOSFET, which in my opinion, I like it a little bit more than the Titan. I've had issues with Titans in the past and their optical trigger system. This is a micro switch trigger, and it performs just as well, in my opinion. I've had no issues whatsoever. I've seen some complaints on the internet about maybe some questionable reliability, but I've never ran into a problem with it. As far as overall performance goes, you can be expecting to get like 200 feet of usable range out of this thing with 2.8s and higher. The trigger response is going to be very, very snappy with an 11.1 LiPo, and the overall rate of fire is going to be around 20 rounds a second. As far as the externals go, the body feels very, very solid. There's no wobble whatsoever. That may be in part due to the fact that it's got a body pin that is actually captured with an Allen screw. That's just a guess on my part, though. Also from the Maple Airsoft Supply, which I believe is the parent company website, it comes with laser engraving as a free feature. I got the channel logo engraved into mine to flex on the pores at various events. One of the downsides I will give this gun is the fact that the rail isn't anodized aluminum. It's painted aluminum, so the finish on the rail will start to chip off with use.
It's also definitely nowhere near Mark 18 brown.
No, it is not. It's not the burnt bronze or whatever that they have on Mark 18s. It's sort of almost like a flat dark earth, if anything. However, some cool things about it. It's got full Colt trademarks on the side of it. They're laser engraved. They're not roll marked, but you can't really have everything. And then the actual rail itself has Daniel Defense trades on it. Again, not roll marked, although I'm pretty sure the real ones aren't roll marked either. They're laser engraved in. Otherwise, super, super cool gun. Super, super reliable. I was not paid to do this review. This gun was paid for. I've had a couple drinks tonight. I paid for it full price. My relationship with the owner is cordial but professional, and honestly, when it comes to actually recommending guns, I can't really recommend this enough. If you get a good one out of the box, and from everything I've heard, all of them have been good ones, you're going to have nothing to complain about. It retails without the Jeftron Leviathan in it for around $300 US, so very competitive with your VFC Avalons, your Crytacs,
Yeah.
I can't really think of anything else that kind of matches up to that performance standard off the bat.
And even, what is it with the Jethro Tull or whatever the fuck?
The Jeftron Leviathan?
Yeah. Yeah, how much is it with that?
450-ish, so that's
still really competitive.
It's still very competitive.
I mean, an LVOA costs about that much.
Yeah, an LVOA costs that. A
But doesn't
416A5
perform.
costs 450. Yeah, they don't perform at the same level.
No, Crytek's are great, but like this
An
is
aftermarket MOSFET system really makes a difference
Yeah.
between the guns.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the actual presence of an aftermarket. Like the only way it might be feasibly better is if they run into issues with the Jeftron Leviathan batches, put a Titan in it.
Yeah, exactly. But I've had no issues with my Leviathan. I don't plan on replacing it with a Titan either because Leviathans have Bluetooth compatibility, so I can just, if I'm at an indoor field, I can disable full auto and put it on binary mode, or if I'm at an outdoor field, I can change the actual precocking settings, do whatever I want to it just off of my phone, and then, when I'm done with that, I can just upload those settings to the MOSFET and keep rolling. I don't have to connect it to a USB link like you do with a Titan.
some Zoom
There's
shit.
there's no basic and advanced versions with the Leviathan. It's just one.
Yeah, you don't have to buy a fucking firmware upgrade.
You don't have to buy a
if you wanna be able to
firmware
program it.
upgrade. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to buy a USB link in order to actually change the settings on the Titan or the Leviathan. I think overall it's as solid as the Titan. It might have some reliability issues here and there, but otherwise I've ran into none of those. Instead of beeping, it actually vibrates the motor. I've had, like I said, no issues with
It's
this gun.
so much more useful.
Oh yeah, way more useful.
Vibration compared to
Yeah. You never know who you're going to run into on the field, Cory. But I can't really think of any negatives to this gun. It's very, very light. It sits at around the 5 to 5.5 pound mark.
So based on your experience, would you recommend the gun for the price, and who would you recommend it to?
Oh, absolutely. I'd recommend it to anybody who's actually looking for looking to move up to a AEG with a high performance standard. Because out of the box, you don't have to do anything to this. I have not touched the internals on this gun at all in the, let's say, 8 months that I've owned this, and I've had no issues whatsoever. I've done no maintenance on it. The only thing that I've actually done is change the externals on it. And
It did come without a bolt catch.
it did come without a bolt catch. It's a non-functioning bolt catch. I did try to replace it with like an AIM Sports one or something off of EVIC, and it wouldn't fit. So, your mileage may vary on that, but other than that, that's the biggest negative I've seen from it. Oh, the buffer tube did start to wobble a little bit. However, I fixed that by just cinching down the castle nut, I believe. Yeah, it's castle
It's
nut.
not hard.
It's not hard. It's not hard to fix. It's got a quick change gear system or quick change spring in it, and it's got a rotary hop up. So it kind of has all of the features that you want out of a gun in 2020. Wired to Deans, set up for 11.1 lipos out of the box.
It's almost like the standard is changing.
It almost is like the standard is changing. I kind of think that this kind of sets that standard as far as
Yeah.
performance goes.
It's pretty cool. Shooting this the first time, it was like the first time I had shot a Crytek. That's how.
And bear in mind, the first
that's
time you shot a
amazing.
Crytek was in 2014.
Yeah.
Which is when they kind of set the new standard.
Exactly.
And now this gun is coming along at an extremely
Reasonable price.
good price.
Yeah.
Like this is a gun that I look at that I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to buy that.
Yeah.
In a little bit.
They've got other versions of this as well on their website. This isn't.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them have the same exact internals. Minus, I want to say their glass polymer receiver one, which has instead of a 22 TPA motor, it's got an 18 TPA motor. Don't quote me on that. But, I mean, as far as performance goes, the ones without a Leviathan in them are at around Crytek performance level, and I'd say with a Leviathan in it, it's like Crytek with a Titan inside of it, performance level. Very, very accurate. Great trigger response.
Aren't they flat hopped out of the box?
Yeah, flat hop out of the box.
So they handle heavy BBs very well.
Yeah, I've shot three. What I've used mainly with this is 3.2s. That's what I chronoed it at 1.5 joules. It hops .4s. I've been shooting BLS .4s out of it as well. It's hitting around 225 feet. Shoots joule and a half out of the box. And,
I bet we could push it to 250 because .4s at 1.5 joules are definitely capable of 250.
Oh yeah, it's pushing some heavy BBs.
Got a rangefinder.
Yeah, get yourself a rangefinder. But as far as the construction goes, I'm fairly certain this is OEM'd by Dytac, and Dytac's been putting together some really solid shit recently. So, honestly, if you're looking for a brand new gun and you're in the market and willing to test the waters on a brand that doesn't have a whole lot of coverage on it, I'd go with Maple Armouries.
Yeah, and support Canada.
Yeah, support Canada. These are all Canadian made, hence Maple Armouries. Yeah. But
Just going to insert a subliminal message here that's probably going to be very loud with this microphone. Fuck you, Dan, you Canadian piece of shit.
well, that's staying in. I know that for a fact. Otherwise, yeah, no, get yourself one of these. They're real good. I am not paid to say this, but they're really, really solid and haven't had to do shit to it, and it performs great.
And you've used HPA and everything, so you have high performance standards.
I do have high performance standards, yeah. One of my other main M4 that I've been using recently is a Redline N7 and Polarstar CGS build, and that has performed fucking phenomenally, especially RHOPs shooting .4s. I can reach 250 with that motherfucker, and I make the pores cry. It is wonderful. But this thing does the same thing. It's phenomenal. If you wanna flex on those pores, get yourself a Maple Armouries Vanguard or Mark 18 or whatever the fuck they call it. If you're down in the comments or if you're watching this video and you have your own experiences with Maple's guns or Maple Armouries guns, feel free to leave your own experiences down in the comments. Leave your opinions, agree, disagree, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, moans, and let's hear it. So, yeah, I'm Ian.
I'm the hand model.
Peace.
Thank you for watching this video from Gun Gamers. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Check the description below if you'd like to buy a t-shirt or a patch, and use the coupon code JUDY10 for 10% off of your next order at Amped Airsoft. Thank you again for watching, and praise Judy.
Let's say this for the record. You had me fetch you a notepad only to throw my good manners in my face by rejecting the use of the notepad that I had just fetched you, correct?
Yeah, fuck you.
We need a light.
Unbelievable.
Shine this light in his fucking face. Ask that question again.
I 100% expected you to rip that out of the ceiling.
Me too. It kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah,
Moved
no, it scared
a little
me
bit,
too.
and I was like, "Ooh, the neighbors."
Yeah.
Just gonna pull the fucking ceiling out
Yeah.
and the neighbors just gonna end up in here.
It's like that. Oh god, what's that?
Is this your first time with footage that will mostly be unusable from Gun Gamers, or is this the second?
This is probably like the third
The
or fourth
NGRS
time.
review is
The
first.
NGRS review is one of them.
Every time we film a video, we just shit on Ian.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but it's a strong tradition with Gun Gamers to get too fucked up to actually film. And
Yeah.
we have the AK video that our audience has still never seen any part of.
Yeah. We've done a couple of videos where we were way too smashed. Oh, we did one with Lane. Oh, we did one about plate carriers. Remember the one with like the JPC?
Oh yeah, we were so fucked up.
Dude, we were gone.
Oh, we were so hammered. Hey guys, Lane drinks. Did you know that?
Yeah, he might seem like a really nice boy in his fucking videos, but he's a degenerate. Anyway.
He drinks like a slink.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
The fuck does that mean?
Just made it up. I've been reading a lot, okay?
I'm going to start from the top and slow down a little
And
bit.
I'm going to think about dead people.
Thank you. Corey?